everyone! In today's video, we are going to start our first in-depth review of one of the specialty restaurants on board Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas cruise ship. We are going to kick things off with our thorough dining review at 150 Central Park. 150 Central Park is an upscale specialty dining restaurant that costs extra, and you can find this restaurant on board quite a few of Royal Caribbean's ships now. This restaurant is located on Wonder of the Seas, Harmony of the Seas, Symphony of the Seas, Allure of the Seas, and finally, Oasis of the Seas. Greg and I have dined here a couple of times now, most recently during our Wonder of the Seas sailing and a couple of times during our sailing on Harmony of the Seas. So we're going to give you an in-depth review on 150 Central Park and share our honest opinions if we think this location is worth it or not during your cruise vacation based on our dining experiences here different times. We'll share with you the ambiance, the service, and most importantly, the food. For those of you who are new to our channel, Greg and I always rank our food on a scale of 1 to 10 to help you know if it's worth it or not. So let's get into it. 150 Central Park is located in the Central Park neighborhood of the Oasis class cruise ships I mentioned earlier. Some information to know about the restaurant ahead of time is that it's more of an upscale restaurant compared to some of the others on board. Royal Caribbean describes this restaurant on their website as seasonal and elegant. Their restaurant uses locally sourced ingredients. Since this is a more upscale restaurant, there is a recommended dress code of wearing smart casual clothing. This doesn't say it's required, but is strongly recommended. The overall ambiance is elegant and cozy. The restaurant is more of an intimate dining experience and would be a great one to get away from the crowds and have a nice meal. It's table seating with unique chairs and comfy pillows, and it's dimly lit. So we know why you're really here. You're here to see the food and drinks. Well, we are going to show you the food we ate across our visits and rate it so you know if it's worth trying or not. 150 Central Park costs extra and is not one of the included dining experiences on board the ship. Therefore, you have a big decision ahead of you as to which specialty dining locations on board your cruise are worth your extra money or not, and we're here to help. We'll quickly start off with the drinks before we get into the food. If you go to 150 Central Park, my top recommendation for a drink would be to try their signature Urban Garden Martini. It's made with cucumbers, lemons, and basil, and it tastes so fresh. I don't know how else to describe it other than fresh. If the word martini scares you, it's not a strong drink. It's more of a light, refreshing pre-dinner drink. On Harmony of the Seas, they prepared this drink tableside for us, but on Wonder of the Seas, they had brought it straight to the table. I did see the stations they bring to your table set up, so I'm sure they would still prepare it tableside for you if you asked nicely. For other drinks, the servers were more than happy to help pick out wine based on each individual's preferences on flavors. Now let's get into the bread service before the food comes out. You may not think that bread service would be noteworthy, but it is. 150 Central Park brings out warm signature Parker House bread with thyme, lemon, and truffle butter brushed on top. Don't let the word truffle scare you either. Greg is not a truffle person, and he may have enjoyed these rolls a little bit too much.
Really? You can take the centerpiece?
I just said, what happened to the centerpiece, Greg? Look at that. That was so tragic.
Watch this and take our...
I'm so sad. Oh, that was so exciting. I guess I'll eat this little end piece. Would you rate the bread?
Definitely a 10 out of 10.
Easily a 10 out of 10.
Gregory,
Like a 7, but
after eating my middle piece,
7.5. I like mine a little softer.
it's delicious. Even if it's not the middle piece.
10 out of 10 for me. Texas Roadhouse.
Texas Roadhouse. Wow. The bar's that high. Moving on to the appetizers, you can order more than one appetizer as part of your dining experience here, and it's all included in the cover charge that you paid to get in. This trip, I ordered the same appetizers that we had on Harmony of the Seas, as they were both 10 out of 10 for me last time. Some of us ordered the braised short rib, which was so tender and delicious and remained a 10 out of 10 for me. Then I had the crispy pork belly, which was fried perfectly, crispy, and very flavorful, and again, still an easy 10 out of 10 for me the second time around. Greg, my dad, and Edith ordered the seared honey glazed scallops. Greg also ordered the roasted spice pumpkin bisque that he had ordered previously on Harmony of the Seas and scored a 9 out of 10. How's your scallops, Greg?
Those are 10 out of 10.
Are they?
Yeah, I like the orange.
Do you agree with his analysis?
Give it a 9.
9?
I'll go with 7 because Digby scallops are really, really good.
Mine's a 10 out of 10.
What would you rate your pumpkin bit?
Like an 8. I don't
8 out
know.
of 10?
I don't have anything to compare it
I
to.
wonder what you rated it last time.
Will be.
Insert footage here. Is it good?
It tastes like a strangely enough, like a Mexican like soup.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Very good, isn't it?
That's really nice.
Hopefully I'm consistent.
Yeah.
Good soup.
Invisible soup. That melts in your mouth.
What do you think of the
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10? Next up, let's talk about the entrees. Press pause to view the menu here. A quick pro tip or suggestion if you're torn between two entrees is to order an entree and ask to maybe split a second entree. For our entrees, I ordered the lamb Wellington for my entree, and Greg and I split the lobster thermidor entree. Greg ordered the duck duo as his main entree, and my dad and Edith both ordered the lobster thermidor as their entrees, and then they split the beef tenderloin entree between them to have surf and turf. During our last visits, Greg had ordered the poor baby cow veal medallions that he rated 10 out of 10, while I sat and I hypocritically judged him while I ate the adult cow roasted beef tenderloin, which I had on 2 occasions now myself, and is a fantastic meal at 10 out of 10.
How's your lobster thermidor? That's good, isn't it?
Wow, very rich.
Rich as in good or bad?
No, good.
Your duck looks crispy.
Very crispy.
This is
Good? Is it good birthday supper?
Very good.
That's really good duck. Want to try Daffy or Donald?
Oh wow. What would you rate your duck? 10? 10. Lobster?
Oh,
10. Beef?
oh,
10.
Oh wow.
This is the lamb Wellington.
What would you rate your lamb?
I don't know yet.
I like the beef better that I had last time, but it's still very good. What do you think of the lobster?
That's okay.
You're not a fan of the lobster, are you? The appetizers were all a hit for us with the varieties that we had ordered. Our entrees were delicious, but my top recommendation to order would be the beef tenderloin and lobster thermidor entrees, or even Greg's duck duo, as that was a 10 out of 10 as well. I wouldn't order the lamb Wellington next time. It was good, but it just didn't hold up to the other entrees on the menu. For dessert this time, we had all ordered the fried cheesecake, and it was actually Edith's birthday, so the servers sang happy birthday to her as they brought hers out.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
It's a nice crunch. Very crispy. How would you rate your fried cheesecake?
I would give it an 8.
8 out of 10. David.
Wait.
Rate your cheesecake.
8 out of 10.
Gregory. 10 out of 10. Okay. I'd go 8.
I like
It was
cheesecake.
nice and crispy though. Like I liked the crunch to it. The crunch was really nice.
I like cheesecake.
popcorn is normal.
Very delicious dessert and meal. During our previous visits, we had tried the hazelnut passion fruit bar, which we had rated a 6 out of 10, as it was okay but nothing spectacular, as well as the peanut butter chocolate tart, another 6 out of 10. It was good but really just didn't have the same quality as the appetizers and entrees. For dessert, we highly recommend you try the fried cheesecake, which is Greg's favorite. They also serve a cheese platter for dessert that they'll prepare tableside. Greg did order this last time and it was nice and light but really can't be rated like the desserts. The service here is absolutely fantastic. On all 3 dining occasions, we had the most helpful servers that were quick and efficient and full of recommendations to guide you through the menu or encourage you to try that extra appetizer or entree if you're torn. The service here definitely adds to the overall high quality dining experience. I'm sure with all our ratings in today's review and by the fact that we've eaten here 3 different times that you can tell we love 150 Central Park. This restaurant is a fantastic specialty restaurant on board the Oasis class cruise ships and the perfect dining location for a celebration or a more upscale evening. This would be one of my top recommendations for Royal Caribbean restaurants as it's worth the extra charge. If you have the unlimited dining package or the 3-night specialty dining package with Royal Caribbean, you can use that here at this location.
Would you recommend 150 Central Park? Definitely.
Oh yes, eventually.
Immensely.
Immensely.
That's a first for this channel.
Yes, we don't use big words. Would you recommend 150 Central Park? Absolutely, we would recommend 150 Central Park.
delicious. This was our third time eating there, so obviously we liked it, but it was their first time. So check it out on your next Royal Caribbean cruise.
We think 150 Central Park is worth the visit on your next cruise, and we would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below on what you thought. If you enjoyed this video, we would greatly appreciate if you would hit the like button and subscribe to follow along on our next adventure. We have a playlist on our sailing on Royal Caribbean's Wonder of the Seas cruise ship, as well as a playlist on our Harmony of the Seas sailing, so make sure to check those out. If you like Disney, theme parks, food, and travel, check out our channel. Thanks for watching.